Hey guys, Yanni here. Thanks for joining us for Peak Performance, our weekly health and movement tips. I hope you like the first one. This one specifically for increasing your bench press. We'll go through the setup. On the bench, very important that you've got a nice wide bench for this because we need to be able to interlock both scapular or shoulder blades tightly on the bench. So first we need to learn how to get that scapular retraction position. If you can't do that, chances are you've got mobility issues in the shoulder, you're probably not ready for a really heavy bench press just yet. You need to work on that alone. So when we get under the bench, we want to line ourselves up a little bit further, drawing the feet in. The arch in your back does two things. It basically creates a tightness throughout your core and trunk area. When you're lifting heavy, whether it's deadlift, squat or bench press, you don't ever want to leak energy out of any of the joints in your body. You don't want to be soft or loose anywhere. Everything should be tight. From the tips of your toes right to the back of your neck should be tight and locked in. It doesn't matter whether you're squatting, deadlift or bench press. If you don't, you will leak energy out of that joint and your body will fail. You'll fail. You won't lift as heavy. The weights will be quite mediocre. So we pull the feet back to be able to create that arch in the back. And by pressing the heels downward towards the floor, we create tension through the hamstrings, glutes, and lower back. So now we've got a very tight core. Next, we grip the bar, and make sure you don't do a suicide grip. We grip the bar with knuckles over because we need to white knuckle the bar. That's the second tip. So first tip, create the arch. The arch locks down the lower body and core and also recruits the latissimus dorsi, or the lat muscle, to become part of the pressing motion. The bigger the arch, the more lats you get. In powerlifting, they try and accentuate that arch because they want as much of the big back muscle helping to press out. Okay, from here, we lock the scapula down onto the bench and we white knuckle the bar as tight as you can. The tighter you grip the bar, the more neural activity you have in your arms and the heavier you'll be able to lift. Shoulders locked, feet locked, heels down, big deep breath. Now you'll notice I didn't breathe once throughout that whole set, and the reason is because when we're holding so much tension in the shoulder and the shoulder blades, when you exhale, what happens? Your chest moves, the chest cavity moves. The chances of the shoulder blades slipping off the bench and you losing that rigidity in your upper back are very high if you need to take a breath mid-set. So what I advise is if you're going for really heavy big lifts, practice that Valsalvic breathing method. Valsalvic breathing is when we take a nice big deep breath, we hold the breath to keep the rigidity through our diaphragm and our core. If you are prone to hypertension, very high blood pressure, or you're really overweight, I don't advise doing Valsalvic breathing because it will raise your blood pressure even further. So for the overweight people, let's focus on getting you down to a fit level, knocking some weight off and bringing that blood pressure down before we go for super heavy lifting, okay? Hope you enjoy that, guys. 3 quick points. Create the arch, heels down, tension in the core. Second point, scapula squeezed together and firmly placed on the bench so there's no movement in the shoulders and shoulders are pressed downward. And third, white knuckle the bar as hard as you can to drive up neural activity through the arms. And let's watch that bench go up. Like, comment, share, and tell me how you go. Thanks, guys.